He just got bit by a snake swimming all in the water. Why y'all sleeping so close to the water?
Welcome back in, everyone. This is Black Girls Talking TV, where we bring the group chat to life and discuss all your favorite TV shows. Today is all about Survivor 49, episode 4. We finally got it. Well, not finally, but we got our first tribe swap. I
Oh,
am
yes.
Victoria. I am one of your hosts, and I'm a psychologist.
And I'm Kamaria. I am an attorney and a pop culture writer. So, where do we want to start with this? Do
Let's
we want
start
to
a
start?
tribal.
Do you think they made the right choice in sending Matt home?
Overall, right? Like, yeah, because they are Uli, original Uli is
Hmm.
4
But I'm saying
strong.
like over Jason because I didn't think that was the right choice.
Well, for their tribe, I do think so because Jason is a puzzler. So
Oh,
they still
true.
have team. No one brought that
True.
up. I was surprised no one brought that up, but I definitely was thinking
Mm,
like when it comes down to a puzzle. But I guess it's always what Matt and Savannah usually on the puzzles for original Uli, and so they do still
mm,
have not Matt, Nate. So they do still have Nate
mm,
and Savannah to do puzzles, but like
mm.
Jason was pulling out the wins at the puzzles for
Mm-mm.
the
Yeah,
group
no, for
challenges.
sure.
So
Single
but I was
handedly.
surprised nobody brought that up.
Yeah, no,
I
that's
was
real. That's
surprised.
real.
But Jason, I am team Jason. So I ain't team Matt. So I was like, bye Matt. Hello,
Yeah.
Jason. Jason still has
Mm-hmm.
life in this game. I was glad he did not play his shot in the dark and that he just leaned
Right.
on intuition in that moment. And he got his shot in the dark for next week or for the
Yeah.
next tribal if he needs
Needs
it.
it. Yeah, it was surprising like that shot in the dark, it seemed like he was discussing it as strategy and it seemed like it was backfiring at least with Savannah.
Yeah.
And side
Everything he
note,
said was backfiring. Everything. I was like, why
yeah.
are we talking about Hina? Like, I have a lot of great connections on Hina.
But in the
Yeah, I'm just
beginning,
gonna go
it
ahead and play my shot.
wasn't. It wasn't in the beginning. It seemed like that was his openness seemed like what Savannah liked in the beginning, but then
Yeah.
she decided to go the other way. It's interesting. I was kind of like, okay, this he doesn't. I don't know. I was like seeing a little different side of him. I yeah.
Yeah, that there isn't as much strategy as you thought. I was like, he
Yeah,
does not have the
or
strategic or
social.
social
Yeah.
acumen that I thought he was gonna have in this game. Now, how does it
Yeah.
feel to really feel like you're like they said under a bus? You're
Yeah.
basically 2 against 4, and then this one
Mhm.
oddball out. I don't
Mhm.
know. I do think, however, Matt had a great plan to say, "Hey, Joanne, come over here and let's
Mhm.
get one of them out." I was thinking, like, Joanne, like this might be your chance to flip it a
Oh,
little
you were
bit.
thinking. I was like, no, no. I was believing Jawan for a second. I was believing that he was going for that.
Yeah,
Like
I did
I was
too. I
like,
did too.
no, no, because I knew Sophie was locked in with Savannah. So I was like, this is never gonna work. He doesn't have he's missing a piece. So I was like, it was
Yeah.
gonna blow up Jawan's game. I was like, is this tribe about to turn around where Jawan goes home? So like for a second, I was concerned about what this plan was gonna do.
But look at
But
the
yeah,
preview. The previews for the next episode. They were talking about how annoying Jawan was.
oh yeah, I mean, but that's a thing. They're just gonna talk about that because they've
Yeah.
been talking about it in the past episodes. Like, you know,
Yeah.
so I don't think that either way it doesn't matter. Sophie would have ratted them out. Like Sophie's in with Savannah.
Yeah.
I think personally, I think
Yeah.
she
Oh yeah,
sees like,
definitely.
oh, this is my next crew right here. Like
Yeah.
if I were, and then Rizzo, maybe that's why her and Rizzo are on season 50. That's
Yeah.
what we're hearing. The last episode, I don't think we knew that, or
Yeah, we
did.
didn't know.
Sorry, yeah, yeah, we didn't know
Yeah.
that. But I think that like she may form maybe a closer relationship with Rizzo because I was like they didn't seem like they weren't compatible in terms of their gameplay style.
Yeah.
So I wonder about for Nate and who else is in that foursome? Rizzo,
Jawan.
Savannah. I'm talking about in the actual original Red Tribe.
Oh, it
Uh,
was
was it
Shannon.
Shannon?
Shannon, yeah.
Yes, yeah. And so I do wonder for one of those two, either like Nate or Shannon, is Sophie gonna bump somebody's spot or like should they be concerned,
Probably.
you know?
Probably. We're
Or are they
so
just gonna have
early
a
in the
cohesive
game.
five, you know?
Yeah. We're early in the game. This tribe swap happened earlier than it was
Mm-hmm.
supposed to,
Mm-hmm.
technically.
Probably. Yeah.
So possibly. And on top of that, right, like Savannah was really, really gravitated towards Sophie B. It wasn't like she was like, no, gung ho, like this is about to be my girl. She reminds me of
Yeah.
home.
Mhm.
And there's like immediate trust. Sophie
Mhm.
B gave information up about what
Mhm.
happened at their camp. Like they
Mhm.
seem very much so locked in.
Oh, for sure.
So I don't think Savannah will. I mean, I don't think Shannon will be able to crack that. On top of the fact that Savannah had already said, like, okay, we all love the spiritual guru, but baby, we
Yeah.
need to play, and so
Yeah.
Sophie is all about playing. So I
Yeah,
think
she
they're
might
gonna
bump
be,
Shannon's spot. Like not
yeah,
like that's who I'm thinking about. Do you want to switch and talk about the new Kele tribe?
yes,
So for me, I was like, oh my God, I wanted the other tribe to go because Shannon is my winner pick. And so I was like, I need Shannon to be safe because I'm like, I would vote her out, even though she seems to be making more connections. Now, it's interesting. They gave her a very like Jesus loves you edit.
yes.
And Sage called her out and stuff. And so I'm like, I wonder if she is going to actually be a winner at this point based on just on that edit alone because I don't think that that was a very likable edit. What do you think? The
Yeah, I
the
thought it
the
was.
the
I thought it was.
Jesus-y and
Yeah, yeah,
fake
yeah. I thought it
face,
was.
all
I
that.
was right there with Sage. It's performative, like, cause it's too strong. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I know like we only see what we see, right?
Uh-huh.
But Sage said like at this point the girl is laying it on thick. It's in every sentence she's stringing together. And in the preseason interview, I was with Steven. The vernacular, like it just all comes out just, it's a lot is there in terms of like
Yeah.
how she
Yeah,
speaks to
he
where
said
you
she
can't
talks
even
talk talk
like,
talk.
yes, yes, like it throws you off your rocker a little bit. You like kind of like
Uh,
what is this? What is this? And it don't vibe with everybody. And Alex
mm,
and Steven both had their eye open during that meditation. They was not
that's
feeling it. I
funny.
don't think Shannon is gonna be able to survive on
Mm,
this tribe, and I don't think that
mm.
Christina, because it seems like Christina really likes Shannon. And they were able to
Yeah,
connect because of the
yeah.
conversation about her
Faith,
mom and things
yeah.
like that. But I don't think if you got Steven, you have potentially. I don't see MC buying into the BS.
Ah,
I'm not calling it BS because I am also
yeah.
with Sage. Like
But she did
outside
turn
of
a
this, go
yeah,
ahead.
go ahead. Go ahead.
I was gonna say outside of the game, this is probably like really really Shannon, right? But Shannon
Mm,
is using this as a game piece, and so when it's used as a
mm.
game piece, I think it's a very thin line between what people might see as like authentic or not, right? And so you got Steven not buying into it, Alex is not buying into it, Sage is not buying into it, and with those three, I don't think that Christina will have enough pull to like say, hey, let's make sure Shannon is still here over
But
Sage.
she has the rest of the Kele tribe. Who else is on there from her original?
Sophie
Because it's
S
MC. So yeah, Sophie S.
and
MC,
MC. That's
Sophie
it.
S. And so I think MC turned around when she said something like about her face. She's like, "Oh, what? Really? I love." Well, she said something, and so it might resonate with
Yeah.
MC. You never know because not Sophie, but Sage is picking up that it's resonating with this tribe. That's why she's saying she's using it more, and so
Yeah.
it's not just not landing. It's landing somewhere. And I think MC, I think Christina, I think maybe Sophie S. That's a three majority
Yeah, but MC
from
and
that
Steven are
original
working
Hina.
together. I think if Steven said something to
But
MC about it,
maybe, maybe,
yeah.
maybe,
Yeah, we'll have to
maybe.
see.
Yeah, yeah.
Ooh.
I don't know. I don't know. Look, I like Shannon. I think she's going to be able to be a slippery sucker. I think she's gonna make it through. Just to be honest, I just do. There's something about her. I think she will. Now, however, the fact that they're giving her this edit, this Jesus-y edit, like off rep, it makes me feel like maybe she doesn't win because I feel like they
Yeah.
try to give the winner a little bit more of a like likable edit, and I feel like that rang sleazy ish, you
Yeah.
know. I think she has pure intentions, but I don't know.
Yeah,
Who
yeah.
knows?
It is
But it
interesting. I
make
did see a TikTok from Shannon the other day where
mm,
she said she was throwing away all of her like spiritual stuff, like the tarot cards and the candles, because she found Jesus Christ.
you're
Um,
kidding me.
Yeah, and so one of
Oh
the
my
things that I
God.
thought,
I
I
do
didn't
not
say
have
it
time. This
when
girl
we
is
did.
floating.
Yeah, I didn't say it during the when we did the draft, but I was thinking when I heard when she said like she didn't grow up in religion and like she was trying to
Mhm.
like find it, I was thinking because there was so like this very vast and broad idea she had around
Mhm.
religion that maybe just maybe like she hasn't like settled in a place. And I was like, I
Ah.
don't know if this is actually where she's gonna land. She seems like she's still in the
Ah.
exploratory phase because
Yeah.
it was a lot. Like I could not find like the root of what she believed and what she was saying.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because of the way she came off in the preseason interview, it didn't seem like there was like a central path to what
Mhm.
she believed. She was saying mother, she was saying God, she was saying Jesus,
Mhm.
she was saying universe, she was saying
Mhm.
my soul, my spirit. It's like
Mhm.
it was a lot
Mhm.
there. And there are
Mhm.
people who believe in all the things and there's nothing wrong with that, but I
Mhm.
think because she kept going on, it was like very
Mhm.
tangential in the way she was talking about it to me,
Mhm.
where I was like,
Mhm.
this might not like vibe too much,
Yeah.
right? And I don't know if this is going to be something that sticks and lands in the game because for
Mhm.
other people who might be very rooted or very clear where they stand, you can get
Mhm.
lost in all that. And you're like, girl, but what do you believe? You know what I'm saying? That and that's how I felt.
Yeah.
And so yeah, I don't know. I think there is a element of Shannon that is lost when it comes to her
E-
her spiritual and religious identity.
Yeah, and that's so interesting. It's like I see that now as well, but like and so she drops for me in terms of like my winner pick because I like the reason why I liked her spiritual sense. I feel like a person who's very like spiritual and you're rooted in that, like that's a very grounded space to be in when you're not like necessarily like, okay, I have to be in a Christian or I have to be a Muslim or I have to be, it's like when you can respect them all, it's like that gives me like dynamic person. That gives me like you can see the thread of universal truth that flows in everything. That flows in every religion and you can kind of relate to people on that level. That was the projection I think I
Yeah.
placed on Shannon. It's just this person that was kind of like, I see it all, respect it all as being truth, whatever's in your heart, whatever speaks to you, and really just this acceptance of life in all forms. And so I felt like that would translate into how she operates with people. But it is interesting, like hearing what you're saying about her like shifting. I was like, that's an interesting shift. You know what I mean? So for
Yeah.
somebody to go from very spiritual to like, I'm going to be in this very traditional religion. So I don't know. She kind of a little shaky for me right now, given
Yeah.
all of that.
Yes, 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 yes.
So do you want to talk about the challenge? It was
Yes.
interesting. I don't think I've seen this one
Yeah,
before.
I thought it was
'Cause-
kind of hard. I was like, this is like lucky a
yeah.
hard ass
And
challenge.
dangerous as
Like,
hell.
yes, the stacking of the blocks. I was like, what is this? Even the having to go across the balance beam with 5 blocks. I
Mm,
was like, this
mm.
is a setup for failure, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And even pulling at that boat, I was like, y'all got them working hard as hell. Which I
Yeah.
mean, that's Survivor, right? But
Yeah.
I did think I was
I
like,
thought it
this
was a
is a hard
relatively
challenge.
simple challenge. I just felt like it was like, oh, this is different. This is new. Like I feel like everything up until the stacking the blocks was to me kind of normal Survivor, but I don't think we've
Yeah.
seen this per se before. But
Yeah, I think it was just a culmination of it all where I was like, what? They got to do
yeah,
what? Usually they
yeah,
carry something like one at a time across a balance beam,
yeah,
not 5 blocks. I mean, MC
yeah.
made it look so easy.
I know because
Um,
Matt was. I was like, if you ain't going home before, you might. This might
yeah,
seal your
yeah,
fate, buddy.
yeah.
That's what I was thinking when he kept dropping. But, let's rewind though back to before the challenge even started, and they were about to get the fruit. And Sophie asked, I was like, I was like, girl, you hungry or not? Like,
Right.
did they win? They did. So she got the fruit.
Yeah. I would have said it. You don't need none, girl.
I know, right? She
Have a
probably in there.
snack.
I know. One thing about Sophie S that I will say also is that she's another one that from the beginning, I think I had her as my second place winner pick.
Yeah.
She's one that's falling a little flat for me as well, maybe because they're not showing her a lot. But also when she speaks up, she does say things that are like, it doesn't seem to be like a just you know what to say and you're just blending right in. It seems like you're always kind of saying something that's a little, you
Yes.
know.
Yes. I definitely wrote down she does not have, again, another person does not have the social acumen that I thought they were going to have in
Yeah,
this
that
game
they were
because
gonna
she
have.
works for YouTube. It's a constant social setting.
Yeah,
And I think, I
yeah.
don't know if she's a project manager or something, but it seemed like she works with larger teams. So I thought, girl, you know what to say and what not to say.
Yeah, probably in the
Um,
corporate setting though,
yeah,
but
which is a
maybe
little
like
bit more
here it's just a
cutthroat.
little different. Yeah. Or
Yeah.
just more like it's more standard as to like how you interact with people at
Yeah.
work,
Yeah.
Everybody, not everybody, but most people know how to be professional and be like, circle back,
Right. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah,
like
I
you
was
got a
surprised that when
deadline.
she said that. I was like, girl, read the room because the room is hungry. So
Yeah,
any
yeah.
piece of anything that's not a
Yeah.
clam or worm
Yeah.
or half a quarter of a fish is going to be
Yeah.
good.
And if I was there, it would just give me like, that's interesting. You're very ungrateful as a person to even voice that out loud. It's giving like I probably
Yes.
wouldn't have wanted to get to know her. I probably would be like, keep your friends close and your enemies closer type of thing. Cause I'm like,
Yes.
how do you not have appreciation for this? So I just feel like that wouldn't have been something that came out of my mouth. And so
Yeah.
I was very surprised that it did for her. And then also she's just not getting that much of an edit right now. And so
Yeah.
it's giving like what's going on with her. Like, I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Although I do think Savannah, who gets the most edit, she's gonna burn out at some point because she's so, you know,
She's very involved.
and
Um
so she's the sharkiest of the sharks.
yeah,
And almost
definitely.
to the point, this is the first episode I was like, do I like Savannah? I
Yeah,
might
yeah.
not. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't like her. I do think she is a good she's a strategist, but I think she's
Yeah,
putting
good.
herself out there as a strategist too much in comparison to Sophie, right? I think she has a really good balance. She knows when to play
Mm-hmm.
like soft and I need
Mm-hmm.
help and like damsel in
Mm-hmm.
distress, and then she also knows
Mm-hmm.
when to be like,
Mm-hmm.
you know, we need to maybe, she knows how to like the power of
Mm-hmm.
persuasion, just lean you over to a side
Mhm. Mhm.
that works for her. So I
Mhm.
am wondering when Savannah's gonna burn out, but I don't know if she's going to make it too far. And if she also does make it far, I also too would understand how she got there. She's kind of like a toss up for me. But I'm
Yeah.
not necessarily a fan of Savannah in general.
Mhm. Mhm.
I will say though, when Savannah got Matt to reveal that he used to be in corporate America, I was like, child, y'all worried about what Matt used to do. How about the person who asked what Matt used to do?
I know, right,
Like, like
right.
it's not clicking for y'all either that she even just had enough inquiry and the skills to ask
I
in
mean,
such a it
yeah,
is a, it's
it's
a
hard
general
to
question.
ask. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's hard to determine, ascertain that this is
Yeah.
her career out of it because she could
Well,
just
not that
be
it's her
just a
career, but
person.
just the fact that she, everyone, if everyone else in the room is thinking like, okay, the conversation is here. Now, why
Mhm.
he said that he's only been doing that for a couple of
Mhm.
years, I don't know why
Mhm.
he said that at the age that he is.
Yeah, he said yeah. I'm
Yeah.
about to say he
Yeah.
said 11 years, but I guess like that's like what happened to the rest.
Right. Right. Yeah. You're
Yeah.
not no early career, Joe.
Yeah, yeah.
So, and also interesting that, she was like, I don't know anybody that high up. Like, they got to be cutthroat, like, to
Yeah,
get
there's
up
a
there.
sociopath.
They're a sociopath.
Yeah,
Shawan was
yeah.
like, really?
I know. Yeah.
But yeah, okay.
And she was like,
Uh,
yes. She was very
yeah.
clear on it. Like, yes, they're
Yeah.
psychopaths, they're sociopaths, or whatever she said.
But again, Jawan, like, okay, but people, who are
Yeah,
up
no,
there. You know what I'm saying?
true.
Like, there's things that I think you
Yeah.
can kind of like pick up, but child,
He's like, what do you, yeah, yeah, yeah. No, she's,
yeah,
yeah, that's real. That's real. That's real. Joanne just seemed like he just here to have a good time. I don't know
yes,
if he here to win, to be honest.
Jawan is here for life.
I know he here for the life experience, and
Yeah.
sometimes I mean I think he here for the to win, but I think he here for the life experience.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But he also too is he has a lot of anxious energy. I need him to like
Yeah,
settle. Like even when he went to go
mhm.
vote, he was like, relax. I'm like, why are you on
I miss
edge, my
that.
brother? Why are you on edge? Like,
Yeah,
you safe tonight. Like,
yeah,
let's
true.
chill a little bit. But I
Yeah,
think he just knows
yeah.
like in general, he's on the bottom of his four. That's on the
Mm-hmm.
new tribe. So
Mm-hmm.
we'll
Yeah,
see.
it's
Hopefully
interesting.
he
It
can get
seemed
it
like
together.
they in all that nature. It seemed like he would be at a ground. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but he
Get
a city
his.
boy. Ain't he from like Jersey or Philly or something?
That's probably what's causing all of the
Yeah.
anxiousness. That I feel like the nature will be calming. But anyway,
Yeah, he might need
it
to
doesn't matter.
learn to call on it a little bit.
I know
I
that's
think it might be a
right.
learning curve.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Um, let's go back to the beginning of the episode though. I want to talk about quickly Alex and Sophie. Why were they sleeping so close to the water? I
I
know they
was
don't have
thinking that
no, yeah,
too.
I'm like, how do you even get like he just got bit by a snake swimming all in the
Yeah.
water. Why y'all sleeping so close to the water? I didn't
Yes.
understand that. I didn't
Yeah.
understand
I
that
didn't
at
know if it
all.
was a high tide, and they usually wherever they
But
were.
when they laid down, I could see that they were close to water. I was like, y'all don't have a shelter or something further back. Like I don't understand. For all
Yeah.
that, you could have just slept in the doggone boat or something. I don't know.
You know, for real,
Like I'm
honestly.
like, what? I mean, not close to the water like that. You got to
Maybe
pull
because
that
like
thing
all the
up.
flies and stuff were over there, and maybe being like closer to the water, there's less activity.
Yeah, maybe at least
Yeah.
someone yeah, I
Rats
don't
and all the
know.
things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's girl. Anywho. Anything else on this episode though that
No, I think that is it. I think
yeah.
I am excited for next week. I want to see. Sage said what she said. I'm gonna eat her. I want to see it.
Oh, I still am rooting for Shannon. I still am. I like Shannon over Sage. I personally do.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah, yeah.
so
Unfortunately,
it's like I'd love to see her. I'd love to see her get to the end. I really would. I still
it'll be
like I said,
interesting.
she went down in my my book.
Yeah.
Like if I would redo it, I would have a lot of I would put Sophie B up higher than I have. Like I think Sophie B has a lot of potential
Oh, Sophie B
to
is
win
definitely
this.
making. I think she is making it to the end. I think if I
You
had
think?
to pick a top five, it would be Sophie B, Rizzo.
Mm-hmm. I wouldn't put him in my top five, but I think he's making it up there. Yeah.
Yeah, I think Sophie B, Rizzo,
Let me see.
um,
Look at me. I got my rankings right here.
Christina.
I don't see Christina making it to the. I mean, I think she's gonna get up there. I think she's higher than I originally thought, but I don't know if I see her really get up there. But then it's like, who is gonna be up there though? If
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
not gonna be
yeah.
them,
Yeah, because you gotta have one person that is seemingly not a threat, and so that's why I'm putting Christina
is
there. I don't
Christina.
think it's
No,
gonna
you
be
might
all
be
these
right.
top
Let me.
dogs up there. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? I see the top dogs up there being Sophie and Rizzo for sure.
You
I
think?
think
You think?
yes, yes,
Interesting.
yes. I think
You
once the
think Sophie
merge
and
comes,
Rizzo?
Savannah might go out a little bit earlier, and so it
Yeah,
might be Nate that sticks on to the Sophie and Rizzo train
maybe.
with
Maybe. I mean,
Christina, and then
I wonder about Steven a little bit. I would stick
yeah,
him up a little higher than I originally had him. Well, actually, I think I had him at seven. Yeah, I had
yeah.
Steven at
I
seven.
even think
So
MC might be up there. I think MC is going to be a
I
challenge
gotta see
beast.
more for her. I gotta see more. I
I
do think she's gonna be a challenge BTS, but I gotta see more from her social game. I'm not clear
yeah.
yet.
I don't. I honestly, when it comes to individual immunity, I see MC being that one that's
Yeah.
gonna roll right on
Yeah.
through.
Yeah, no, that's
Um,
real. That's real.
I don't know
'Cause
if
where are we at
anybody on
now?
any tribe is stronger than her.
Yeah, you're right. You're
Matt is
very
gone.
right.
Jason's not. You know what I'm
I
saying?
mean, you guys see what Alex and Steven do because they're big guys. They may have like just their manly strength, you know. Because I
Yeah,
promise you, it'd be coming out of nowhere, and they look, girthy. Like they
yeah,
have,
yeah, yeah,
they have a little stature to them. But
yeah.
yeah, what do you think about Alex? I don't think Alex has enough of that. What is it? The dog in him, the shark in him. He
Yeah,
don't
I
have
was just
enough of
happy
it.
that
So
he
I think he,
stayed because
yeah,
I
yeah.
am rooting for him.
Hmm.
But yeah, no, he seems a little scattered and all over the place. Maybe now that he's going to be possibly pulled into something as a number, he will feel a little bit more solidified, and maybe we'll see like a game turn on. But I'm not sure.
But
I'm
that's
not
the thing
sure.
I didn't see from him on this tribe. Like, whereas Sophie, I saw her. She pulled in. She's found new people. Him,
Yeah, well, Sophie and them went to
not sure.
tribal, so that's I think that's why we saw more of that going on.
Yeah,
The Yellow
I
Tribe.
still didn't see any like connections per se. Like you saw more of Shannon's connections this
Yeah.
tribe than you saw Alex. I mean, he didn't I mean, I think pure numbers wise neither tribe would have gotten rid of Alex or Sophie just because they know they have this fight, you know?
Yeah.
I wondered for a second, like, oh, do they? Is anybody thinking about throwing this, like, who's in the majority side, so they could just know that they can get rid of folks,
Yeah.
um, and keep their tribe,
Yeah. I think the
strong
days of throwing competitions are
or
over because you
over?
never know. You never
Yeah,
know.
yeah,
I'll
you
be
never
that one to
know.
try and drive it, but you never know.
Yeah,
You never
because I was
know.
like, if I was the Savannah side, like they were in the better position to just let that go. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because they don't know if between Sophie or Shannon, if the folks would get out Shannon or if they would get out Sage.
True.
I said Sophie,
True.
but I meant Sage.
Yeah.
So it's like it kind of like they know they can control, they can get
Their
out. They know
side.
they got
Yeah.
Sophie. And it's like y'all, they're at a 5 majority, so they can literally knock off both Jason and um Matt if they lose even back to back. But
Yeah.
yeah. So anyway,
Yeah.
all right. Until next time,
Yes.
make sure you like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you can know when we have another episode. And let us know your thoughts in the comments. All right. Bye.
Bye.